you and I are so lucky that we get along so well. I mean, we joke around on the air about ribbing each other and stuff, but more like brother and sister. The truth is, I don't know how you feel. I like you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We're friends, and it's obvious on the air that we're also friends off air, correct?
Right. I agree.
And I think you can really tell when people do not like each other. I worked at a station 2 or 3 stations ago, and the people hated each other, and it was really obvious on the air. I thought it was. And people would see me and ask me all the time, does so-and-so and so-and-so hate each other?
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be like, no, that's ridiculous. But they did, and I knew they did. And you can't fake that, So, but at least people are professional enough to get on the air, do their job, and then, you get off the air. You don't have to talk to the other person. You could just look on your phone, play on your phone, and go to the bathroom, go to your office, whatever. But at this ESPN radio show, they have this show in the evening called Late Hits. And these 2 guys, Jason Braddock and Patrick Crichton, they're the 2 hosts of this. They're sports dudes. Mm-hmm. And they host this show on KFNC, which is an ESPN radio show. So they're on there talking about sports, but then they got off air. And the problem is a lot of these shows now, they run Facebook Live. Mm-hmm. So even though they're technically off air, you can't hear them if you're sitting in your car anymore. You could still see all this and hear all this on Facebook Live. So Jason and Patrick obviously really hate each other because the second the commercial break hit, this is what happened.
God, you're a child, man. Quit being petty and do the show. The show sounds horrible right now.
You're right, it does. And you're talking
segment.
About being petty when you just checked out of a show for an entire segment.
No, I started doing the research you asked me to do during the last segment.
Out.
Do the show. You're still crying. Do the show. I've already cut off the mic.
The show. You're not paying attention. Go do what you're doing. Go have a good time.
Oh God, man. Do the show. Quit being a bitch.
Whatever. I'm the one doing the show. You're the one checking out. Have a good day. See ya.
Go on, dudes. Do the show, bitch. You're acting like a little bitch on this shit, dude. That's the most embarrassing radio I ever did. You act like a little bitch right there.
And
you
are you
asked
not
me
part
for
of
the fucking numbers. I started giving you the numbers. And I want to yell at you because you're acting like a bitch today. We're live on air and you're acting like a bitch.
Well, you're acting like a
That's got to be better than what was on the air. Go figure, their program director allowed them to do Facebook Live. What a concept. I wonder who came up with that. They don't have a complete idiot for a program director. Congratulations.
But that's what's so interesting, because you and I were trying to do that for so many years, and they were like, no, you can't.
Never going to work.
Yeah, nobody wants to watch Facebook Live. But their program director was dumb, because they shouldn't have had that on Facebook Live. That should have been on the air.
It's good it happened off the air, but yeah, they should have came back and said, if you missed it, this is what you missed on Facebook Live, because that has to be better than anything they did on the air.
You got to acknowledge when you hate somebody on the air. Like, you've got a contract, they've got a contract, you're stuck with each other. That's much more interesting for the listener to know that you guys are talking sports, even though you hate each other, and then once in a while, get a little dig in there. Make it something other than every other ESPN radio sports show I have to listen to.
Mm-hmm. And that's going to stand out more than anything they did, because they were probably talking about basketball. Who cares? That is what I care about. Every day, you guys open up the mic and just start ripping on each other.
You're a little bitch. I love that part, little bitch.
Change the name of the show to Little Bitch and Jack in the Afternoon. And just the minute the mic hits, just start going off on each other. I guarantee the ratings would double. Why won't people do that?
You're a moron. Only a moron would say he would not be traded. Who would keep him? Don't you even know your own industry? Like, I'd really make it a thing.
Then you take calls for people that call up and, no, I agree with, what's his name?
Little Bitch.
I agree with Little Bitch. Little Bitch making more sense today than Jack. So I'm on the side of Little Bitch. You hear Jack in the background. Ah, damn it. See, this is much better radio than what they were doing. I guarantee it.
The listener knows. Like, if you do the kind of show we do, where you talk about your life all day long and you share stories with each other, it's very obvious if you don't really like each other. So you might as well acknowledge it on the air and make it a thing. And maybe the listeners can try to do a relationship show with you where they kind of give you a little relationship advice, how to work with somebody that you can't stand.
Right. See, that's what we should do. The next radio show, just go on and hate each other. I mean, really completely hate each other. Tell them good morning, stupid. Come on.
I can't stand your laugh, you moron.
When's the last time you had a shower? Come on, seriously. Would it kill you to brush your teeth?
You do that anyway all the time.
Oh, really?
But yeah, you do that anyway. And by the way, I did have a couple of listeners say to me, enough with that. Enough with that. We like you, and he is such a bully that we're sick of him.
Yeah.
I've actually heard people say that they're sick of hearing you come down on me all the time.
Go listen to the other radio station where they tell you what the weather is. If you don't like it, this is what we made our show to be.
Go listen to the one where they just read you a list off of show prep.
Go listen to Raven. He'll
read you a list off of show prep that you didn't see this morning.
Right. So I'm sorry I have an original thought in my brain. I'm not some corporate spew that's working for free. There's 10,000 gazillion other shows on the air. It's not going to break my heart for you to go away. I'm number one in Uganda. Kiss my ass. Uganda must love what I do. Yeah, Ireland and Uganda were huge.
They friggin' love us in Pakistan.
Right.